So I'm back with a quick update. But before I talk locks, talk about my dreads at all, I'm going to talk about the music that I've been making lately. If you've checked it out, thank you. If you liked it, thank you. If you didn't like it, thank you. Tell your friends if you haven't, if you want, and if you already have, thank you. I'll put the link down in the description so you can check it out if you haven't, or even if you have, so you can click it and go back if you enjoy it. We should be working. I've been working on a lot more stuff recently. Even this weekend, me and Phil are probably gonna put a song out. And on top of that, something new that I've started is an Instagram page called Thrift Lord TV. So what I've been doing, I've been thrift shopping since like 2009, and I saw this guy on YouTube named Paul Cantu, and I saw that he buys stuff and he sells it, and I think it's pretty cool. Because I see some stuff that looks really nice that's either too big or too small for me, but I've been picking stuff up like that recently, just for purposes of selling at very reasonable prices. But this camera that I'm using right now I got from the thrift store for 25 bucks. These necklaces I got from the thrift store, probably like $3 to $5 max. This headband I got, but I'll have stuff like that on the Instagram page if you guys are interested in checking it out. Hit up that page. It's Thrift Lord TV. I'll type that in the description too, so you can check it out. Also put in my main social media if you want to contact me on there. As far as the locks though, I got some general tips that could potentially be helpful for you. Starting with, at the beginning, do your research. What kind of locks do you want? Do you want the free forms? Do you want the manicured? Do you want the sister locks, thin locks, medium width, or thick? Figure it out, or don't. Have someone else just do your hair. That can be an option too. You're definitely gonna have to have patience. I would think so. In order to keep it going. That's because at the beginning I nearly gave up, but I had a bit of patience, so I made it to where I'm at now. Products, like everyone's hair is different, so results may vary. You have to do your research to see what works for you, what doesn't work for you. And I went through that same thing. I'll show you guys what I use in a moment. For me, it was important to learn how to be self-sufficient. I didn't really like waiting around for someone to do my hair or even paying for it. I didn't have to pay for it most of the time, but even so, I'm just saving that money and that time of waiting for someone, because I can do it myself now. And 6 years in almost, and I just learned how to do it a few weeks ago. So self-sufficiency is a pretty good tip. And like I said, with the products and how you're gonna do your hair and everything, just find what'll work for you. Go through trials, see what works, what doesn't work. A quick background about my locks. I started almost 6 years ago. I went to the African salon. They hit me with the comb coils. They weren't working at all. 3 months later, they looked exactly the same, but a little bit more fuzzy. A friend of mine who did hair, she saw that and she offered to take them out and redo them in box braids for me, free of charge. I had already spent 60 bucks over at the salon, and I wasn't pleased with the results. And it didn't really seem like the people who did them even really cared. They just got me in and out. I could be wrong, but that's the vibe I was getting from there. So this is technically my second set of locks, I guess. But yeah, I'm here now, 6 years later, and still going through changes and whatnot. So as far as research, like I was saying, when I had the box braids, I didn't really like them because I didn't want braids, I wanted locks. So luckily, there's a guy on YouTube named Omar Knight, and he had a tutorial about how to use a crochet needle, and he crocheted the tips of his to blunt them, which I still have to do after I wash my hair. They always come out looking like a paintbrush. So 6 years into my hair, I guess still hasn't walked at the ends. I've never trimmed them or anything yet either. But he had that video, and it's really saved my journey. Stopped me from taking out the box braids. I was doing some stuff that really wasn't doing anything for me, like putting honey in my hair and salt water. I found it on research, but for me it didn't work. It could work for other people, but that's why I say research is very, very important. Also, I saw Knotlocks do the crochet needle too. As far as when you're sleeping or lying down, I recommend keeping your hair covered if you don't want it to get tangled. This really helps. my hair is, I have like long strands that come out to get tangled, and as you can see, it's a little more blunted now, not looking like a paintbrush. Yeah, but sleeping with your hair covered will help reduce that greatly. It does for me at least. Let's see. Got some notes this time. As far as washing, you have to find out what works and doesn't work for you. For shampoo, I used Garnier Fructis before I had locks, and when I transitioned, I kept using it, and it's been working for me ever since. So I still use that. At the beginning, when I was usually doing retwisting, I was using Murray's beeswax, which was causing a lot of buildup for me, and I didn't like it. I could wash my hair and it'd still be in there. But I switched, not too long after I started using that, I switched to the Jamaican Mango and Lime Locking Cream Wax. I used the yellow one specifically, almost 6 years in, and it's really worked for me. So, and it stays in my hair like when I retwist it. Then when I wash it, it all comes out. I don't usually see, or I don't see residue or buildup from that. So, yeah, I would use that for myself. It might work for you, it might not. I say give it a shot if you want. If you don't, or if you know something better or that works for you, go for that. But I don't get my hair done too often, just every month or between 1 and 3 months, because I'm tender-headed. I really don't like that tension on my scalp. Some people can get it done more often and doesn't have any effect on their hairline or their roots or anything. So if that's the case, I say keep doing it. I recommend if you get it done every 2 weeks or pretty frequently, then if you see any effects or feel any effects, I'd say draw back a bit. And when I get my hair styled, which isn't that often, I use rubber bands. I've heard that they can cause some adverse effects, but I haven't seen anything like that because I don't really use them that often anyway. So there's that. I think diet can definitely play a role in your hair growth, whether it's slowing down or speeding up. My hair grows relatively fast anyway. I used to have like a pretty average American diet with like snacks more often than not, going out to eat pretty kind of often, not like every day. But at one point I switched to being to a vegan diet, and I noticed my hair grew a little bit faster. Then I switched back to like a regular diet, just eating whatever, and but a little bit more on the healthier side. And now 3 weeks ago I started a vegan diet again, and I feel like less lethargic, and I'm pretty sure my hair's growing a little bit faster. It's pretty long anyway, but I'll see. Next month I'll be like taking my hair down. I don't really want to take it down today because it's just 5 years, 11 months. At the 6-year mark, I'll do a length check and check in and all that. But yeah, it's just a little background, few possible helpful tips for the locks. The Thrift Lord channel, our Thrift Lord Instagram page, I'll put in the description. The link to the music of the SoundCloud page, I'll put in the description. So be sure to hit up the Thrift Lord page, TV the Thrift Lord, if you're looking to find some cool products that I found myself hand-picked that I'll be shipping out. And the SoundCloud link will be below if you want to enjoy some what I think to be good music. But yeah. And oh yeah, as far as like an edge up, I go to the barber like every 2 or 3 weeks or whatever. I don't get the front, of course, for me, because like right at the front is where my locks start. I get my hair done often enough. My hairline hasn't receded a centimeter since I've started. Then even before I had locks, actually, I wasn't getting edge up in the front. When I had my afro, I'll just only get the sides. But yeah, that's the locks. I'll check back in next month for the 6-year milestone. Definitely a milestone. Like I said at the beginning, I almost gave up, but I had second thoughts, so I figured I might as well go through with it. And I'm very happy with my progress. I don't ever see myself getting rid of them. Maybe trimming once they get to like below my waist. I used to say I wanted to trim them when they get here, but they're a bit past there now, and I haven't even thought about trimming them at all from that point. But yeah, I'll check back in next month. Like if you like, dislike if you dislike, comment if you want. I usually comment back. If you have any questions, you can ask them on here or my social media, which I'll leave for you. You can follow me on there if you want. Subscribe if you want. Don't if you don't. And yeah, take care.